this is, you know, the iconic Prisme Libre, which I was telling you about. I said,
Yes.
I waited a year.
Sure.
You sold out before. You only had like one color sitting on QVC app.
Yes.
And I waited and I waited. And you know what? This is what celebrities, and we're talking about the biggest influencers, the biggest celebrities, the makeup artists. This is their iconic, based off their loose powder that they love, but this is the newest launch of a pressed powder version that is not only ultra blurring, but color correcting. It sells out, and it's best selling, and sells out all over. This is their loose powder in a pressed powder form, newest launch. It is so special. We are so excited for today.
Yes.
All right, let's go through the shades really quick.
So you're basically going to purchase what you would in the shade range of your favorite foundation. So this is fair. You're going to notice our 4 quadrants.
So complexion shades, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and they're very, very forgiving. Like I could float honestly between 3 of them right now, and I'll be sure to notate that. But you're noticing how you're seeing like the sides of the quadrants. So this is like our green and purple. So if you're fair, this is really addressing like darkness in complexion and counteracting redness. This is going to be the side that adds the light. But matte is back at Givenchy, and we have figured out how to mattify your complexion with adding light. Next up, we have got your fair light combination. So this is one, again, if you're a little bit more fair but have that warm undertone, this is a great one to consider. Nancy, I believe you are in the light. I could absolutely wear the light. We have medium. That's going to be the one that I'm going to be wearing.
These two are always the ones that sell out, right?
Yes.
Like the fair, the light, and then also the medium, and I can kind of fluctuate between those two as well. Yep.
Yes, and do not be intimidated if you're seeing 4 separate colors. They're micronized pigments, and we'll show you how to apply it.
Yeah.
Medium, deep,
this one,
and then finally deep. So 6 choices, but I want to show you Autumn really quickly because this is where when women shout from the rooftop, like I can't get enough of Prisme Libre powder, where you want to pay attention. So we have been taught by society that you need some type of finishing powder if you are putting on foundation, because throughout the course of the day, your sebum, your oil, whatnot, this is a finishing powder that is micronized in a process with pigments you can't even see with the human eye that's pressed into a powder. You are watching real-time ultra blurring, ultra mattifying that doesn't oxidize in wrinkles or pores, which means you get all day flawless wear. When I was pregnant, this last time, it was like I had 11 horizontal wrinkles across my forehead because I just like couldn't keep enough water down. I actually would pack this into my forehead and it would erase my wrinkles.
Amazing.
Which is impossible to do with any other powder. Yes, and if I had put on colored powder, that would have been a huge mistake. Look at the difference that you see with Autumn.
Now I feel like, Autumn, you are ready for your headshot. Do you see that difference? I mean,
do you
it's
not
like
think
perfection.
in the world of an Instagram filter when everybody is using, this is real life HD. If there was an imperfection in the after, you would see it. This is your filter in a compact, a walking, living perfection doll in a compact.
And you know what? People love your Prisme Libre, right?
Yes.
But it's a loose powder. Yes, it's iconic. Here it is in a pressed powder that you can just touch and go.
Absolutely.
Anywhere.
Which is so great.
Yeah, and it comes with the brush.
Yes, so it's wonderful. So you actually get a place to hold the brush. So if you want to take this on the go, it's a true compact, tried and true. I'm going to swirl this around just so you can get all 4 colors. I've got it on in the medium, but when you watch me apply, you just swirl and tap, and then you start to just put it into your complexion. You'll see my before and after. I actually didn't put any of this on.
Ooh, it's your buffing it in. Okay.
Like, look, do you see, like, can you see that side, like that difference?
Just like Autumn.
Yeah, like it's kind of crazy. So I love that, like, you don't have to be perfection with this, but like, look, I haven't done that side.
Exactly. And then blur. Blur.
And do you ever have mascara run ever? I always felt like when I was under the lights here for so long, I was like, was I weeping while speaking and no one told me?
All kinds of things happen to me too.
I love this brush because if you are somebody that like your eyes just water, and especially with like this allergy season, you can like swoop right under the eye line, get rid of all of that excess oil.
Yeah,
but it's just so easy to use.
All right, here's the other thing. Here is the medium. Courtney and I are going to show you the medium. Do not get scared of these colors, right? What happens is you do this little swirl, right? It's almost like a swirl.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And then all of a sudden, you are not seeing blue, you are not seeing green, but you are seeing color correcting. You are seeing perfection.
Mattified.
Blurring it out with pure perfection, and then color correcting all in one glow, and then boom, you are done. You're ready for your close-up.
And you're not chalky. I think the other thing is, like, we've all had a setting powder where we're like, oh, I've got a little bit of a ghostly undertone.
Remember, like, in the 1930s, they used to put white powder onto your face?
Oh, yes. Sean and I were talking last night. We went to an event one time in LA, and it was a beauty brand we'd never worked with, and they were like, oh, you've got to try our setting powder. We took a picture, and both of us literally looked like ghosts.
It
was
right?
awful.
Casper the ghost,
and her and I wear more self-tanner than anyone I know.
Hi,
but you're watching, like, Chantal's got on makeup.
What color do you have?
Chantal is in the fair light.
Fair light. Okay, good.
But notice how this is not disrupting the color of her blush, the color of her foundation. This can be your last step, or this can be your first step past moisturizer. This is where you get the beautified, mattified complexion that looks lit within.
Flawless. Okay, you know what? Let's go through color choices because I'm so excited that we have all the shades right now. And pick it like your complexion shade, and then Courtney's going to explain how.
All right, so this is our fair. Remember, we use
very limited, Courtney.
We use 4 different color components to bring the harmony back to your complexion.
This is fair.
So one side is going to color correct, the other side is going to add radiance. But remember, full mattified effect.
And by the way, Courtney, I did research on this. Every single color has a meaning for your skin tone.
Yes.
You know this, right?
If you
I was
go
like
on Givenchy Beauty, it is like the most incredible library
it's like a science
of
project.
facts you didn't
they're
know.
like, oh, this one's going to get rid of like the fair light. Okay,
Yeah, it's hugely helpful. Fair light is here. Then we have, and by the way, if you're somebody that loves like a very light under eye, you could choose one shade difference and then like light that up as like part of a little highlight.
Yeah.
This is going to be your light.
So I would use light for myself, and then when I want a little bit more color, I would use the medium. So I go between light and medium. And you?
Yes, I could, honestly, same.
Light
Depends on where I am in my self-tanner regimen.
Yes.
So here is your medium. That's what I just applied. And again, please don't be intimidated by these colors. They're micronized pigments. They go on clear.
Right.
And then our 2 darker tones for our warmer complected girls, medium deep, and then deep. And if you know our girlfriend today, she's always a tried and true deep queen, looks flawless on her, which we love. But again, this is really something that we wanted to reinvent. So not only did we take the intimidation out of the 4 quadrants if you didn't want to swirl with the loose powder, but also if you were more on the go. You know, I'm on a train once or twice a week to New York. I can't take the loose powder on Amtrak next to the guy and be like, sorry, it's just a quick little touch up.
Exactly, right?
But this I can.
And by the way, I know we're not supposed to name drop, but you know, there are some
billion-dollar beauty empire ladies
that are obsessed with this product, and they have access to all kinds of products, right?
And we do not have partnerships with them. This is always in the background of their social media. And that's the icon that's been the Prisme Libre since they launched it in the late 1980s. Look at Sheila. Sheila, this is amazing.
And then the other side,
I know.
It's like perfection. That's what I wrote down. I'm like, this gives you perfection, right?
Yeah.
I know, and I love this brush for that reason, Courtney. You have to show them that there is almost like a little bit of an angle, so you can get underneath.
You can just like pack it in there.
And like you said, you used it for your 8, was it 8 lines or 11 lines?
It was like 11, like horizontal lines.
And you filled it in and blurred and
I would
blurred
just
away,
pack it in like this. And I'm just gonna continue showing me packing this in because like you can't even see it. And that was something that was so important to me because if you are using a setting powder that is the color of your complexion, it will oxidize the moment your skin expresses any kind of oil. So what looks like 11 horizontal lines now becomes deep set lines that are highly offensive. And so I think throughout the day, especially for mature skin, if you've thought, hey, I want to stay away from powder, it's really dehydrating. We've got silica in here, glycerin, which addresses moisture retention within the skin.
That's right.
This is no ordinary powder. And that's something that I want to encourage you to take a chance on.
Aday, could you tell me what color you're using? I'm in deep. She is in deep. And Aday, are you a huge fan of Givenchy? I mean,
she's a Givenchy wearing lady.
Yeah,
she's
she
like a
couture.
Joan Shep lady, and she's a Givenchy lady. Yeah, like she's all the things. But I always
all that beautiful.
I always pay attention to like what Aday is wearing, like both in fashion and on her face.
Social.
And I think like she's
like
all
high
the
couture.
girls here have incredible faces. They are models for a reason. But like when you see a day just like bare bones and beautiful, and then she's like just got this on, you're like, okay, I get it. She can go about her day. She's America's Next Top Model.
Yes, she is.
But that's what this is in a compact. And I would highly recommend, like, this is where you take a chance on Givenchy, because as I've mentioned before, there are women in this world with billion-dollar cosmetic empires that have never tried to recreate this and still use this day in and day out. There are so many celebrity makeup artists that have this in our kit.
Perfection. It blurred. And
Yeah.
I got to tell you, Courtney, I'm going to be honest with you. I am not into powder too much.
I think we've been trained not to be.
But this is giving me perfection.
You got
This
it.
is not like what you said, like, ooh, it's covering up.
Yeah.
It's just giving you that blur, that ultra blurring, color correcting. And trust me, I did research on this. All these different colors is for a reason for your complexion shade. Okay, so Autumn has what color?
So Autumn's gonna be, and oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
What color is it?
Fair light.
Fair light,
light.
right? And look at her. Okay, let's do colors really quick. These are really, really popular, Courtney.
All right.
And right now, I'm so excited because we have all the shades,
I know,
right?
we hardly ever have all the shades.
I know. Okay, so here we go on shades.
All right, so Autumn's in the fair light.
Yep.
We also have fair, which is fairest of fair. We
Come on
have
down here.
light, which
Yep.
is, so here's your fair.
Yep.
Fair light. Just again, choose your complexion category. They're very forgiving. You cannot mess this up. I think I've done 18 applications since we
Right.
started. This is going to be your light. That's what Nancy's in.
Yep.
I'm in the medium. We have medium deep, and then you saw a day in the deep.
All right, right now on a $11.80 Easy Pay gets this home for Givenchy.
This is great.
The iconic, this is new. It sells out everywhere. And if you love Prisme Libre, you're gonna love the pressed powder. Very popular.